they make them tough in Russia. Evgeny Bobryshev made a name for himself racing under the factory Honda HRC awning in the MXGP World Championships. For 2018, the Russian giant has traveled to England to compete in the power-maxed Arenacross Tour. This is his story. This is Evgeny Bobryshev, made in Russia.
Evgeny Bobryshev, racing for RaceFX, Lombard Express Suzuki.
Bobby is a really good friend of mine, and I've kept in touch ever since we ran him back in 2010. And basically, for me, I thought, yeah, why not? You know, we can do it, and we can put a package together for him to race British Championship. Fantastic guy. To be honest, he's such a nice person. Like, that's half the reason I've kind of decided to help him as much as I can. Now, as you know, like he's managed to secure a deal to send him to all the GPs with BOS suspension from France. So really, it's all come together last minute for him with the GPs. But obviously, I've been working like the last month now with him, with the bike, getting everything in position. So it's coming together nicely. And yeah, like I said, he's a superb kid. Got a lovely family, so to me it makes sense for me to have a go at doing this.
You know, about this year, like 2018, we've been keeping contact with Neil Prince. They put an offer together with Lombard Express Suzuki for me to do Arenacross and British, and we decided to do it. So because it's, for me, it's something new, so I was a bit excited. I have done this 2010, just the one race, but I was looking forward, and you know, like now we have done already 3 rounds. I'm still learning every weekend because it's a little bit, not a little bit, but it's a big different compared to outdoors. So I'm just taking time a little bit, little by little, to get used to it.
With Bobby, like what I like about him, he listens. You know, like I've been around a long time, and I'm not saying I know everything, or there's a lot I don't know, and I've learned a lot over the last 2 years. You know, working with different riders, you know, you've got to listen more to them, and maybe I haven't probably been the best at that sometimes, but I've tried the best I can for the riders I've had. You know, I believe that. This week we've been out in the snow riding, we've been out the roughest tracks you can find, and you know, sometimes they need this. Bobby's open to stuff I have to say, and I'm open to what he has to say. You know, so basically, when I worked with him in 2010, that's one thing I liked. You know, he basically gets on with the job. We get there, if it's raining, it's snowing, it's roasting hot. We have a good relationship. He's a good friend of mine.
Working with Neil Prince, it's easy for me because he's always by my side, and we're doing lots of riding, lots of improving together, because he were a good rider in the past, and he knows how to deal with the bike, and to give good adjustment to the rider, like to me. So I'm really happy, and I like to work with Neil. Arenacross so far was a bit difficult, especially the first round. It was tough for me because like I didn't have pre-season of riding, I wasn't really fit, so I didn't have enough confidence on the bike. We improved a lot the week after with Neil Prince, and then when we get to the second round of Arenacross, I was feeling much better. I was feeling confidence, and then I have done quite a good result for Arenacross.
It's very difficult. Like, Bobby is an outdoor rider, and I think it's good to the Arenacross to sharpen up your skills. It's something different, and it's hard to qualify these events. What people don't realise, there's 20 or 22 really good riders at this Arenacross. So I think already you see the improvement in Bobby, like his sharpness on the jumps. It's coming.
You know, between Arenacrosses, I'm practicing obviously outside, like outdoor. Unfortunately, the weather is not so good in England. You know, we try to find a track where you can ride. Obviously, it's the sand. I've been riding in the snow when it was minus. You know, you don't have to stop. Doesn't matter how everything looks like. Just keep riding, keep training. You know, and then good days will come. Racing with the guys over here, they're in a good level, so they have done. That's what they're doing, you know. So they're really strong, and competition really tight. So like I said, I need a little bit to get used to, because it's a little bit not my style, but I need to learn. And the main thing for me is I'm enjoying. So that's the main thing for me.
To me, it's just a different style of racing. You know, it's very tight, the Arenacross. You know, which you know, in Manchester track was tight, last weekend was tight. Today is a little bit more open. But the ground's completely different, so today it's good to kind of mix it up a little bit, and it's also good for Bobby to kind of have the sharpness. I think is good. You know, a lot of people go, oh, you can get injured or this or that. And, you know, you can see this week riders get injured everywhere, so you can't hide away from that fact. The Arenacross, I think it's short burst racing. You know, the final, I think last week, if I'm right, was like 7 minutes long. It's a short start type of thing, and I think it's good for Bobby to kind of have that type of thing. So when the gate drops, when we get outdoors, you're straight away, your heart's pumping, you're straight away on it, and that's the way Arenacross is. And yeah, Bobby needs to learn that. I can see last weekend the improvement, even this weekend. Our lap times aren't the best, but you can see already his skill in jumping and getting the timing sections is getting better, and I think that will only benefit later in the year.
This year my schedule is really tight. It's really busy, so I'm doing Arenacross. Then I'm doing Oxton Park, all the GP for BOS suspension team, and British. I would be crazy busy every weekend as a race. You know, that's where I belong to. So I like to race. It's, you know, that's doesn't matter if it's every weekend, but I have to enjoy this all. Yeah, racing dirt bikes for me is first of all it's. Extreme, you know. I had lots of adrenaline, and then type of style, like you travel a lot, you see many countries, different people you meet, and then you know, it is a speed. It's something crazy when you're on the gate. You have like your heart rate really high. This makes you feel stressful, but at the same time really good.
Hi, my name's Gavin. I'm here with my family today. Our little son Otto, the massive fan of Bobby, of Bobryshev. So yeah, we've come here today to do the booster ticket, to do the track walk, and obviously have a good look around the pits. Bobby's Otto's favourite rider. I mean, Otto watches MXGP and probably has done since he was 2 years old. So he's an absolute fanatic. We have it on Sky Plus. It's just watched and watched and watched over again. He just loves Bobby. So he's been fanatical about him for a few years now, and obviously we get the chance now to come here and see him at Arenacross.
I think with Bobby, he's very much down to earth. I mean, if you get anyone go to his camper or you see him, he's always the same person, you know, and he's fantastic with kids. So the day after Manchester, we went to Preston Docks, and he must have signed at least 50 autographs for kids coming over. Some kids are even shouting his name when they're coming to the van, which is really nice. So generally he bounces off the kids and they bounce off him. His personality kind of goes towards people talking to him, and he's not just a rider you can avoid. Like, you pretty much have to say hello to him because he's got that personality about him.
See, fun is for each rider. It's a good feeling. First of all, the kids look at you and then they're following you, like to try to whatever copy you, and you know. And then when you get on the track, and then you see many kids comes over just to say hi or sign. You know, this is you know, I like to deal with the kids and then like you know, had a little chat with them. It's always fun because there is a lot of questions coming on, and then it makes a good day. Started this with Bobby, I said, look, let's do the Arenacross for some fun. Like, enjoy it, learn a little bit. Like today, he wants to have a better lap time, and roughly we're a second off. If you put a second on his time, he jumps about 10 positions, which puts him in, let's say, 5th place, which is good. He needs to limit some of the mistakes in the corners. Again, it's learning, and we're here to learn. That's it. You're never too old to learn. I think this is a good ground to come and do something different, you know, and my expectations is come and enjoy it. If we get in the final, fantastic, but you can be riding really well, one mistake in the heat race and that costs you going through to the final. I kind of take life now that wherever we go, whether it's Arenacross or it's outdoor, we'll just do the best we can, and if the result is good, the result's good. If the result isn't what it should be, we'll try and put it right the next time we go racing.
Birmingham, are you ready for this third round of the Power Match Arenacross? That's what I'm talking about!
GP rider Evgeny Bobryshev, number 77, and doing Arenacross for the first time this year, number 131, Nick Olvan, and that is the RFX Suzuki team.
At the moment, I'm learning, so my goal is really like to be in the podium. Try to be in the podium. It's difficult, but like I said, I have never done this before. And then for British, for sure, it's my soul. Like it's my type of style. It's outdoor, so for sure I would go for a title.
And it's the team process of the
So Masuda's in the mix as well. Greedy stays in third place. Then we have Cyril Gillot, number 7, who is in the mix as well. And Germany's Dominic Turi.
Subaras makes a mistake and the beast.
Oh! Did you see that, Jeff?
I did.
Masuda nearly goes clean out the front.
He is so strong, that man. He is a man mountain. That's why we call him a beast. This track is in absolute prime condition tonight. It's so much better practice. In fact, I'm even swallowing dirt. I just had some dirt lying in my dog.
You love it, Jeff. That's what it's all about.
I miss those days.
So at the moment we've got Bayliss and 259. This is Charles Laforsois, winner of the first stop, battling it out.
Okay, so it's right in the middle. The shot tech rider winds transport, and it's the process of the series leader, Cedric Subaras. But look at Cyril Gillot. He's going to make a move on Greedy. Yes, marks him. So the number 7 on the SR75 World Team Suzuki up to 3rd, looking formidable. But Masuda, he is growing in confidence battle so much.
He is opening up the gap just a little bit, but you can never. Oh no, he's not. Tight turn from Subaras as Coulon chases this leading back hard. And Greedy will want some payback after that blocking. Oh, a big block from Zurich, but it doesn't quite work.
Oh man, I can't begin to tell you, but I'm going to anyway, how good this track is tonight. It's tacky, it's prime play. This is the best one so far. Birmingham, you are in for a treat. This is just the first heat. We're not even racing for money yet.
So Masuda just closing out Subaras as we come to the finish line jump. Greedy letting them practice away from him. That's Coulon. Coulon could be the
keep it in two wheels, which was my goal. But the problem was I was too far on the gate. So my gate peak was 9. So right from outside it was difficult to make good start, and I had lots of crashes in front of me, so really stopped me. And I was in the first laps dead last, and I came through to 7 and 6. So yeah, now we see, or I make a main event or I go head to head.
Evgeny was look at that, he leads on him. You don't want Evgeny leading on him. Bobby, that's what he called him. Okay, so they've been told. Look at that, Charles the Bronze sticks in. Now Bobby is going to be aggressive. This is a great race. This is going to be all this last corner, I reckon. Oh no, commentator's curse.
That was huge, Ev, that was huge.
Give it up for Charles the Bronze while he tried. Give it up for Evgeny Bobryshev, 777. This is it, the big showdown.
Make some noise, Birmingham.
Gets pinched, and it's revenge.
It's all in the mix right there. Express away, Miller's right behind him. You've got this wire. And Silver's fighting it out. Elmer's well though.
This is going to be a Bobby Dazzler, I'll tell you. You've got to admit out front, too long. In second is teammate, and then you've got Super Ass Real, and they're so quick. We've got many laps to go yet. This is going to be hell of a race, and don't forget Hugo Basula, number 8. I'll tell you what, the champion, you've got 4 to look behind him, one bit.
He does not want to look behind him at all when he sees the talent behind him. They could get ahead. We don't want any slip-ups. We've seen slip-ups can happen from even the very best. But can our SR75 Team Suzuki keep their front 2 spots?
Okay, adrenaline running hard. This is where you've got to get a couple laps in. You try to just settle in, get your heart rate to a reasonable level if you can, and start thinking about making your moves up to the field. Here we go. You can tell that Cedric Superas, number 3, is now starting to find his groove, as is Dan Reardon in 4th. But then, he's been here before, the only person to win more than one Arenacross championship.
We've got top blocks all over the place, and some of our riders take it super wide on the finish line turn. Number 1 will put red right there, but he holds it firm as he stretches that lead. Milan and Hayden hot on their tails.
Okay, your promoter's choice and Ash really at the back of the field. So they're looking good, but this will get Needle as the laps go down. They get more desperate for that. They want the win, they want the big cash prize money. Oh, Superas! Straight off the track!
Oh, I did not see that. Looking the wrong way. This is criminal for Superas. But it opens that championship wide up.
Okay.
And then take the last place in last week's sign on. Could this be the difference?
What did I say about it? He goes, the red plate holder, the championship leader, makes a mistake, and he's now right at the back of the field. That is going to open this championship right up. Coulon going through the roots on 1 foot.
Reardon is pushing Coulon very hard indeed. Superas is now going to be chasing down Mr. Ashley Greedy for that penultimate spot for the corner.
Okay, Dan Reardon sticks the win here. He hasn't had one yet. The Icon JK riding against Ben Reed Smith for 1-2-2. But you have got to hand it to the number 1. He knows how to handle pressure.
Reardon goes down the front big time.
Oh, Reardon smashed himself
Just
up.
completely launched. He's up on his feet. He looks like he's okay, but could that be shot? Yellow flags are off.
Oh, my days.
He's looking in a state.
And yet, how good has he been all night? He smashed the peak of his crash helmet. I'll tell you what, follow Dan Reardon on social media.
That's what the Portugal champion as well.
Sorry, man, look at the speed that Superas is coming through the field. He's now on the back of Bobryshev. What's that? 6?
Up into 8th place now. The last lap right now. All these new riders are speed up riders as well. Hoping to make a round to get their points and have a finish race.
Okay, bring it home. Number 1, he's going to get it done. Your winner has got 1 corner to go. Raise the roof for the champion. It's Thomas Ramirez.
Today I had head-to-head, my first time ever, and I did well. So I make it through it, and I made a make event. So yeah, the race, the main event was okay, but my start wasn't so good. So I have to come through the pack a little bit from behind. I was a bit crazy in the beginning because I was in the middle of the pack, so the guys was just left to right. But you know, I was long time on the 6th position, just lost one place in the last lap. But I'm happy, you know, like the team have done a good job today. You know, we were a bit struggling in the morning with the setting, but when we get into the main event, I was feeling really good with the bike. To finish 7 is good for me. Still learning and still many things to improve, and looking forward for hard week of working and next Arenacross races. Like I'm looking forward for sure for next week, and because I'm start to enjoying these races more and more. So I have been racing in Belfast 2010, so I had a good memory from there. I won the race, and yeah, looking forward to going there.